going on? How's it going, guys? Lorcana is in. So, we got not a crazy amount. I mean, most of it's pre-ordered. What was interesting is the booster boxes. Don't mind the Walmart box. Just using it. There's no plastic wrap on them. Like, you can just, take the packs out of the side. It's so weird. I've never seen a product like this. Like, I don't know. But there's a little pull tab on the back. It's just like, I don't know, a little off-putting. Kind of weird. But what's really cool is the packaging on the gift sets. Is this it? Yeah, giftable. Yeah, the packaging on this. I had someone pre-order a full case of this, man, and it's just, look at this. Look how cool this is. It's awesome, man. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty cool game. I'm going to learn. But we're going to have a little talk about MSRP and what to do. These are all the starter decks, so people could actually learn how to play the game. Don't worry about the mountain of garbage behind me. I'm just unpacking stuff. So, I know it's a little tricky, MSRP, because on release day right now, these booster boxes are going for over $300. So, I know for a fact, because today I'm charging in the store $240 for a booster box. I only have 4 left. All of them are pre-ordered. So this is the interaction I pretty much have with people that complain that it's not an MSRP, because I've had this happen in the past with MetaZoo, with One Piece, with whatever other hype game that came out that is no longer hype. Someone starts complaining about the MSRP on a booster box. It should be $140. I just explained to that person that I can't have someone come into my store, buy a product off of my shelf for $140 and then sell it online for $300 and make more money than me in my store. If that was the case, I would just sell all of this online. If you want to actually play the game, that's the one thing that people say. It's like, oh, how are people supposed to play the game if everything's so expensive? It's the first product that ever came out. My starter decks are MSRP. You want to learn how to play the game? Buy a starter deck. You want the experience of opening a premium product, a premium game right now. It's premium in the eyes of everyone. I'm not saying the price point as per a store gets it. Premium as in the eyes of the consumer. So, it's going to have to be in between a fair market value of what I sell it and what the market dictates. I'm not selling them at $300, what they go for online. I want people to come in here, get a deal of what is available on the market. So, I'm charging $240. It's right there in between. If I were to sell it on TCG Player, ship it, fees, deal with customer service, whatever, it's the same price. Maybe I make a little bit less. But being in the middle of market and MSRP on a crazy sought after product, I believe is fair. Some other people might not believe it's fair. They might, want to cancel my existence for trying to make $1. I have 4 booster boxes left. But I know when I open the door, at the amount of phone calls I had, someone's going to have a problem with it being $240. It almost makes smaller stores scared to make a little money. Because you're not getting a lot of this. So, but the customer that's coming in for this doesn't sometimes know that the margins on everything else that is sealed like this isn't good. Like, take, Magic, Pokemon right now, all that, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Product comes out and then it just, it tanks. Like Legendary Duelist, like Duelist from the Deep. I bought like 7 cases of that. They're like $20 a box. I paid $60 a box. They're $20 a box. The only way I was able to get rid of it is on Yu-Gi-Oh! Nights. I did prize packs, 3 for 1 on those. So if you got a win, instead of getting 1 normal pack, you got 3 of those. And that was the only way I can get rid of it. So you have to kind of be in the middle, because charging at the height of the market, you really don't need to do that, because if someone's coming into your store, give them a little bit of a deal. You know what I mean? They took the time out of their day, came to your store with hopes of getting this product in their hands. Sure, they can get other things, but everyone wants the booster boxes, of course. Like, everyone. With me only having 4 right now that wasn't pre-sold. But I have the same conversation with everyone that comes in about, MSRP and being, getting something for MSRP. I pre-sale this stuff on my website, clear as day. Everyone knows. For MSRP. My patrons, they always get first crack. They got this box for $105. All my patrons who pre-ordered a month ago, congratulations. Another example. But I tell everyone, you take the risk with me, you pre-order, you get a good price. Everyone knows this. But I get it. You want to wait and see what's in it and see if it's worth it. But to the people that wanted the product, wanted to play it, wanted to experience it, they pre-ordered it. And if you can't get it on release, it's just what it is. I mean, it's a hot product that if you're not a organized play store, you're not even getting for at least 2 weeks. Next wave, we're getting double what we got. So once I get the exact second wave allocations, pre-orders will go up on the website at MSRP. I only pre-order about half or a quarter of my allocation through the website, and I save the rest on release day. And if on release day, it's at MSRP or below, that's what it'll be at. Or if it's like a little bit above, it'll be at MSRP, whatever. But if it's double MSRP, there's no way you can charge MSRP. And, it doesn't feel right as a retailer, because someone could just flip it online and make more than you. It's different walking into a Target or a Walmart and pulling it off the shelf, because they don't know. They don't specialize in it. This is our specialty. This is what I do. I sell collectible cardboard to people. And, sometimes I get things wrong with the market. Sometimes we get things wrong with, a booster box price or this or that. But when something's selling for double normally what it sells for, you have to meet in the middle. So those will be some interesting conversations today. I'm not looking forward to it, but it's almost stressful. You know what I mean? It happened with MetaZoo when I think Nightfall, I forget, but the last set I ever did with MetaZoo, because I had people in lawn chairs outside, and it was very this is when I first opened. My first negative review ever was because of MetaZoo, because I was charging $230 a box, I believe, or $240, I forget, and they were like $300 when they came out. I had people in lawn chairs waiting in line, begging to pay $250 a box. There was a line, like people in lawn chairs. First time that's ever happened. So like you can't please everyone, because if you please everyone, you'll please nobody, including yourself. Because, in the end, you do need to make money. And, to the people that are like, yeah, well, you're going to make money anyway selling it at MSRP. But it's different because if I only have 4 to 8 boxes to sell, I'm going to make $100 off of this, and then other people are going to make 400, 500. It doesn't make sense. As you know, the person who opened the store, put in all the work, cultivated the distributor relationships, put your financial future on the line, put all this stuff together for you to make less than the person coming in, buying it, and potentially selling it. They're not. Odds are they're probably not going to, but you can always tell. I could always tell as soon as someone calls the store and asks for Lorcana, because I've had about 4 or 5 conversations with people over the phone that you could tell. You could tell because they're super excitable. Oh, it's for my kid. It's for my kid. It's okay to like something. It's okay to like, a thing that's supposed to be designed for kids. This is what we all do. Pokemon, not Magic really, but Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all this, it was all designed for kids back in the day. It's okay to like something that's considered childish. It's okay. We all do it. There's no need to disguise it as you're getting it for your kid and being super excited. Because believe me, when I was a kid, if I was hounding my dad to get something, he wouldn't be, excitable to call a store and look for a product being so excited like that. It's for you. It's okay. But, the boxes are going to be, the booster boxes are going to be around market. It's just how it is. The other stuff, the starter decks, the gift bundles, all that other stuff will be as close to MSRP as possible. The starter decks are MSRP. They're starter decks. They're meant to get you playing the game. I want people to play the game. I really do. And I'm going to play the game. I'm going to get some starter decks. I'm going to play. It looks to be a pretty easy, straightforward game. Very similar to Pokemon and Magic, like kind of like a mix of both. Not really Yu-Gi-Oh. I like the inking. I like all that stuff. How certain cards are worth some inks, and you got to pitching like with Flesh and Blood. It takes like mechanics from pretty much every game and rolls it into this, which is pretty good. So we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to go pretty good. Yeah, the only thing is I haven't really figured out when to actually run this because the only free day we have in the store is currently Tuesday. So I'm thinking we'll do events on Tuesday for Lorcana and try and do them a little bit earlier, maybe at 5 instead of 7, because that's when I do most things, at 7. So we'll do them at 5 probably on Tuesday or before Pokemon League on Sunday. I think the one before Pokemon League will work out the best because there's a lot of bleed over with Pokemon and Lorcana. And I think that would probably work out the best. But that's it, man. MSRP is crazy. People, want things for what MSRP is, but sometimes you just can't. You can't. And I will be making a video about Wilds of Eldraine and how the Wild of Eldraine art is like kind of distinctive Disney-esque in a way. And I believe that Wilds of Eldraine art style was meant to compete against Lorcana, in my opinion, just from how it looks. Also going to be making a video tomorrow about how you can't keep reprinting the same cards and expect your players to stay. But that's for tomorrow's discussion. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See you.